Yo, what's up, guys? It's Black King Dragon here. Today I'm going over some tips and tricks for advanced warfare domination. If you're going to be playing domination, I advise you to follow these tips and tricks and just kind of, remember these, keep these in the back of your mind when you're in the middle of a match and you're not having all that great a gameplay. Just think about these things real quick. But before I go any further, I want to mention the gameplay. The gameplay here is me on Ascend. I get thrown in the match relatively early where the enemy team players to be forfeiting already, but that's besides the point. And I pretty much go on a good tear with my class setup of a Bow Inferno, and I think I have 4 score streaks. Yeah, 4 score streaks. So I never really used 4 score streaks, but it was good this match, and you'll see me get the all the way to I think 30 kill streak in this one. No DNA bomb, but hey, who cares about that? But back to my tips. My first tip is bring a team. Everybody needs a team. This is just a fact. I'm sorry if you're that solo player, but let's be realistic. If you can communicate with your teammates during a game mode where you have to control certain points on the map, it'll make the match a whole bunch easier. Getting tongue-tied here. It's just communication. It says, okay, I can tell my teammate, hey, he's moving his way to B. If he jumps on B, my teammates see him. They know he's coming. They're set up right for him. Communication is key in these things like that. I honestly don't know why it's not in, rank play, but, hey, what do I know? 4 people, it probably wouldn't turn out the same. Whatever. The next tip I have for you is decide your role. There's 2 roles according to me, and according to my eyes, that I see in Domination. The first role is the Slayer. These are your people who really just do not like to get on the flags and play the objectives. You can sit there on the flag all day and look at them. They will not get on the flag with you. They will go out and they'll try to get the first kill instead. A Slayer's job is not simply to kill in my eyes. You shouldn't go into a domination match saying, hey, I'm just going to kill people to build my KD up. That's not what a Slayer should do. Even though I like that idea, if you're not going to cap a flag, what you should do is your responsibility. Your responsibility is to build those score streaks. You're going to get like a 10 kill streak? Cool. You know what? I at least want to see a warbird out of you or a system hack or something, Use something that can help me when I'm capping the flag. And always, Slayers, please, please shoot the people off the flag. You get more points that way, and it makes everyone else's job easier, so you don't have to go back and recap the flags. A Slayer should also use a top-tier weapon. I'm talking like Bow, AK-12 RIP version, and ASM-1 now, and whatever gun you feel like drops enemies the fastest, that's the one you should use, because you just want to mow down the enemy team. You don't want to give them no chance to strike back. And you want to have those high kill streaks. I mean system hacks. I mean warbirds. Paladin if you got to. Use whatever you feel comfortable using and just destroy the other team. That's your job. Make sure their KD is abysmal. I'm sorry, that's my phone recording, but hey, I like that Legend of Zelda. Another thing, a tip for my Slayers though, use the scoreboard, okay? You can have a Slayer on one team and a Slayer on the enemy team. Let's say our Slayer doesn't get his kill streaks fast enough, but the other Slayer does, he's going to wreck the team, and he's going to destroy them easily. A Slayer should always target another Slayer on the enemy team, or anybody who builds points too fast. Notice I said anyone who builds points too fast, not just another Slayer. You need to find the people who are going to jump on that flag and shoot people while they're on it. Because those people who shoot people while they're on the flag, they're going to be your biggest pain. Because you get like 200 points per kill or something like that. It's ridiculous amounts of points if you kill enough people on the flag. And you get the cap points if you finish capping it. So you can get a score streak like that, like in the blink of a second. So you need to be aware of everyone on the enemy team. But enough about the Slayers. I feel like their job is pretty cut and dry. My objective players, people like me, who love to capture the flag, who always make sure your team has more flags than the enemy team at all times, who always wants to make sure you get that win at the end of the day, who doesn't really, focus too much on their KD but wants their KD to be decent, should use whatever weapon they feel is comfortable with it. Like, for me, I'm using the Bow 27, but, I like using all guns, so I pick up other people's guns because no one's going to jump into a match. Well, most people won't jump into a match with some really crappy guns and expect to win. So I play Trashman most of the time just because I can. And then, and I use comfortable score streaks. Like, when I'm running now, I don't see that as high. I'm running a 750 score streak as UAV. Like, that's kind of not high in this game mode because they revamped it so that you get so many more points from just doing simple things in this game. So pretty much just stick with what you're comfortable with. You got to run support kill streaks. There's no shame in that. You can get that sentry gun for support and get the 360 turret and just lay down a flag. You can protect it. So objective players, your job pretty much is to get those points. Get those small lower kill streaks or maybe the higher UAVs. Doesn't matter. But you're going to be helping the slayers find other people to kill before they get to you. And slayers, you're going to be helping protect the objective players who are going to be getting your points, your caps, the things you really need to get the win. So you cannot leave the end of the game and be like, hey, I had a high KD and my team won because I did my work, you know? So that's pretty much how I feel about it. Now, here's some tips for capturing the flag. I see a lot of people do a lot of things wrong at Domination, so I'm just put this out there. There's two ways I like to cap the flag. It's with proning and the bouncing effect. I'm going to talk about the bouncing effect later. That's my own little secret right there. That's my own little patent word. But the proning pretty much is like you just get on the flag and you lay down. I see so many new players, and I say new very loosely, new players jump in the game and stand up on the flag. If it's not the first flag in the game, you should not be standing up at that point. Don't stand straight up because you are an easy target. Easy. I will come around the corner and shoot you first because you stick out. And don't stand in the center of the flag. You can be on the sides. Just be in a circle. Just find anywhere. My typical idea is prone somewhere on the flag where there's close to cover or, you know, any kind of concealment. Like on Riot, there's that metal sheet from the fire tunnel. If you lay behind that, no one will see you, and B, you know, if they try to shoot through it, it's going to take like 12 hit markers to kill you. So you'll basically be invincible or pop up and just shoot them. You know, or another time I'll prone is if I'm on Biolab and the A flag is kind of like on that green fence area, if you know what I'm talking about, where they have to jump up and shoot you off of it. I prone there because in order for people to actually shoot me, like I said, they have to jump up or be in a higher place that I'm looking. So pretty much I can lay down. As long as they have to jump up, I will see them first and know where they are and shoot them. So proning will be very advantageous in that matter. Now my second technique and my favorite technique for most situations when I'm capping the flag is bouncing. Bouncing refers to the method of, like you saw in the beginning of the game, I'll jump on a flag and I'll just go up and just keep double jumping and boost jumping and constantly boost jumping the entire time while the cap's going on. That's if I'm in a lower elevated area and the enemy is going to be coming from above me. That way I can check from all angles, see where they're at. Yes, I take the risk of being seen by them, but if I see them and they see me, I know not to bounce back up immediately. Or I know where they're going to be coming from. Okay, I bounced up, they're coming from that spawn, I'm going to need to get down and look in that area because they're going to try to come down on top of me. You know, bouncing is a very effective method that I like to use. And usually when I'm bouncing, I'm able to get 1 or 2 kills. So I'll get those extra cap points, and you're still capping the flag. So it's like a very good technique, especially whenever they throw nades. You can avoid the nades just by jumping. So why not? Why not do that? Why not take that risk? So double tapping that A button is always a good idea. I just got that Goliath. That is... I hate the Goliath so much. It is such a bad score streak. But yeah. My final tip is, well, not my final tip, my 9th tip is analyze the field. Always know where your teammates are. Do not travel alone unless you're that good. And I mean that good as in you could take on 6 people by yourself. That's how good you are at that match. Don't always know where your team is and set up so that they will always be protected and have your backs. Even if you die, you should be comfortable with knowing that some guy is behind you and he's going to lay the guy who killed you out. Done. Unless he's just really bad at the game. And my final tip, finally, make sure you have a backup set for handling system hack and score streaks. And I mean have low profile, blind eye, and hardwire. Hardwire is one of the simplest perks to have on the game. Like, you literally can just go right into it with hardwire. And every team, I guarantee, usually has one person trying to get you with system hack. Will always ruin your day. I had one guy try to system hack me in one game with the disabled the exos. I sat there and I looked at him and I was like still boost jumping. I got away with so many kills because I didn't look like everyone else. It was crazy. I was just like, okay, so if I don't get system hacked, then what's the worry about it? But as this game comes to a close, I hope you guys enjoyed my tips video. If you have some more tips for anybody else, leave it down in the comment section. And if you like this video, leave a like. And if you really want to hear more from me, leave a subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys.